Sugar on your lips when you called my name. We were burning hot, now we're just a flame. Left out in the rain, turning into rust. Everything we built settling in dust. I still taste the sweetness of the days before. Right before you walked out of my front door. Now it's just a bitter aftertaste. All the years we let go to waste. Used to be so sweet, used to be so fine. Now there's only poison in the wine. Yeah, the honey's gone, but the sting remains, washing over me like November rain. Just a bitter aftertaste, a heavy shadow that I can't erase. Pictures on the wall, memories in frames. Lately all they do is trigger all the blame. Thought that I'd be numb, thought that I'd be free, but your ghost is sitting in the dark with me. I try to swallow down the things you said, but they're spinning circles inside my head. Now it's just a bitter aftertaste. All the years we let go to waste. Used to be so sweet, used to be so fine. Now there's only poison in the wine. Yeah, the honey's gone, the sting remains, washing over me like November rain. Just a bitter aftertaste, a heavy shadow that I can't erase. You took the best of me and left the sour part, a heavy hollow ache inside an empty heart. We used to be a symphony, a perfect song. Tell me how the beautiful and so damn wrong. Ooh, and so wrong. Now it's just a bitter aftertaste. All the years we let go to waste. Used to be so sweet, used to be so fine. Now there's only poison in the wine. Yeah, the honey's gone, but the sting remains, washing over me like November rain. Just a bitter aftertaste, a heavy shadow that I can't erase. Nothing left but the bitter, yeah, the bitter aftertaste. Just a shadow that I can't erase. I poured my coffee, but it tasted wrong, just like the echo of our favorite song. I checked my phone like I always do. Forgot for a second I'm not texting you. The apartment is quiet, the air is cold. Stuck with the stories that we never told. I try to wash the memory off my skin, but I don't even know where to begin. And it's a bitter taste left on my tongue, the ghost of a love when we were young. We built a fire just to watch it burn, a painful lesson that I had to learn. Now the sweetness is gone, the damage is done, and I'm choking on the words of what we've become. Yes, a bitter taste. Your sweater sitting on the bedroom chair. I smell the smoke in the winter air. It's funny how a touch that used to heal can turn into something that I hate to feel. You took the best of me and walked away, left me with the wreckage of yesterday. Now every sweet thing that we used to share just feels like poison in the atmosphere. And it's a bitter taste left on my tongue, the ghost of love when we were young. We built a fire just to watch it burn, a painful lesson that I had to learn. Now the sweetness is gone, the damage is done, and I'm choking on the words of what we've become. Yeah, it's a bitter taste. Sour memories go when they're all I have left. It's a bitter taste left on my tongue, the ghost of love when we were young. To watch it burn, a painful lesson that I had to learn. Now the sweetness is gone, the damage is done, and I'm choking on the words of what we've become. Yes, a bitter taste. Yeah. 3 a.m. and the room is still. Trace your shape where the warmth should be. Every memory gives me a chill. Now you're just a ghost next to me. I turn around but it's just the air, nothing left but the space you made. Left your shadow sitting in the chair, watching all of my colors fade. Now I'm sleeping on these cold sheets, wondering where it all went wrong. Crying out to these empty streets, singing every single sad song. Yeah, the mattress is freezing and my heart stopped beating, lying awake in the deep freeze on these cold sheets. Used to tangled up in your skin, now I'm tangled up in the sheet. Where do I even begin to forget how you tasted sweet? The 808s are heavy in my chest, like the weight of you walking out. I try my best to get some rest, but the silence is way too loud. Now I'm sleeping on these cold sheets, wondering where it all went wrong. Crying out to these empty streets, singing every single sad song. Yeah, the mattress is freezing and my heart stopped beating, lying awake in the deep freeze on these cold sheets. Frost on the window, ice in my veins. You took the summer, left me the rain. I reach for your side, but it's just stone. this bad. Cold sheets, just me in the space you left. Cold sheets, taking my final breath. Yeah, so cold, so cold. So cold. An echo outside. Another 3 a.m. staring at the wall, waiting on a shadow that will never fall. The television static is the only sound, tracing all the pieces of us on the ground. I whisper out your name like it's a holy word, but it just hits the ceiling, dying unheard. I should've held on tighter when you pulled away. I kept the words inside that I was meant to say. Now I'm talking to the shadows in the dark, trying to find the ghost of our spark. Now it's just echoed sighs in an empty room, bouncing off the walls of this lonely gloom, spilling out my regrets to the midnight air, crying out for you, but there's no one there. Yeah, the silence is loud and it hurts to try. Nothing left but the sound of an echoed sigh. The pillow on your side still smells like your perfume, a beautiful reminder of a sudden ruin. I tell the open door how I messed it up, pouring out my soul in an empty cup. I apologize to corners where we used to dance, begging the apartment for a second chance. I should've held on tighter when you pulled away. I kept the words inside that I was meant to say. Now I'm talking to the shadows in the dark, trying to find the ghost of our spark. Now it's just echoed sighs in an empty room, bouncing off the walls of this lonely gloom, spilling out my regrets to the midnight air, crying out for you, but there's no one there. Yeah, the silence is loud and it hurts to try. Nothing left but the sound of an echoed sigh. If a heart breaks in the dark, does it make a sound, or does it just get buried underneath the ground? I'm shouting out apologies to the drywall, hoping somehow you can hear them all. But the room just dances back with my own voice, left here with the wreckage of my own choice. An echoed sigh into the dark, nobody listening, just me and the walls. An echoed sigh. We used to be a crowded room, laughing loud in the afternoon. Now the silence is a heavy stone in this kitchen that we used to own. The coffee's cold, the keys are gone. I'm staring at a quiet dawn. Every corner has a story to tell, but it's a story that I know too well. The shadows dance where you used to stand. I'm reaching out for an empty hand. Now we're just ghost towns where the love ran out. Nothing but a memory wandering around. Yeah, we're just ghost towns. Silence is the only sound. Building up the walls just to tear them down. Walking through the streets of what we used to be. Now it's just a ghost town inside of me. The diner down on 42nd Street, where we both hopped to a midnight beat. I drove past it just the other night. They turned off every single neon light. It looks exactly like my hollow chest, just a vacancy where we used to rest. Every corner has a story to tell, but it's a story that I know too well. The shadows dance where you used to stand. I'm reaching out for an empty hand. Now we're just ghost towns where the love ran out. Nothing but a memory wandering around. Yeah, we're just ghost towns. Silence is the only sound. Building up the walls just to tear them down. Walking through the streets of what we used to be. Now it's just a ghost town inside of me. Dust is settling on the picture frames. Wind is whispering on forgotten names. Did we evaporate into the air? Did you leave me when I wasn't there? Oh, and I wasn't. Now we're just ghost towns where the love ran out. Nothing but a memory wandering around. Yeah, we're just ghost towns. Silence is the only sound. Building up the walls just to tear them down. Walking through the streets of what we used to be. Now it's just a ghost town inside of me. Tumbleweeds and broken dreams. Nothing's ever what it seems. Just a ghost town. Yeah, a ghost town. No one lives here anymore. I see you standing on the other side, wearing that smile I used to call mine. You're talking loud but I can't hear a sound. It's like the gravity is pulling you down to a world where I don't exist anymore. While I'm trapped on the outside of the door, reaching my hand out to touch your face, but my fingers just hit this empty space. So close, I can see the breath you take. So far, I can feel my spirit break. We're looking eye to eye, but we're worlds apart. And there's a barrier right through my heart. Behind these glass walls, watching you fade, living in the shadow of the promises we made. I can see you drifting, slipping through the cracks, and I'm screaming out your name, but you ain't looking back. Yeah, I'm right here, tapping on the thing, but you're moving on, dancing in the rain, and I'm stuck behind these glass walls. Yeah, these glass walls. You got somebody new in the frame. He's laughing at the things that I used to say. I put my palm up against the cold view, Trying to press my heartbeat into you, but it just fogs up, blurring the sight of the love that we lost in the middle of the night. You look right through me like I made an error, like you forgot that I was ever there. So close, I can see the breath you take. So far, I can feel my spirit break. We're looking eye to eye, but we're worlds apart. And there's a barrier right through my heart. Behind these glass walls, watching you fade, living in the shadow of the promises we made. I can see you drifting, slipping through the cracks, and I'm screaming out your name, but you ain't looking back. Yeah, I'm right here, tapping on the pain, but you're moving on, dancing in the rain, and I'm stuck behind these glass walls. Crack the surface, let me break through. I bleed 1,000 times just to get to you, but the shadow never comes, the boundary stays tight, and I'm just a ghost fading out of your sight. Yeah, I'm fading now. Behind these glass walls, watching you fade, living in the shadow of the promises we made. I can see you drifting, slipping through the cracks, and I'm screaming out your name, but you ain't looking back. Yeah, I'm right here, tapping on the pain, but you're moving on, dancing in the rain, and I'm stuck behind these glass walls. Just a silhouette in the blur, watching the pieces of who we were. I touched the glass one last time. You're no longer mine. I reached across the mattress in the dark, forgot for just a second you were gone. The coldness hit me like a sudden spark and forced me back into the lonely dawn. It's funny how a room can feel so wide when it's only holding one person's breath. There's a quiet panic locked inside, a simulation of a living death. And there's a hollow ache right in my chest where your heavy head used to rest. It's a physical space, an empty room, a sudden frost in the middle of June. Every heartbeat echoes on the wall, nothing left to catch me when I fall. Just a hollow ache, a missing part where you tore yourself right out of my heart. Of coffee by mistake and watch the steam dissolve into the air. My hands are steady but my shoulders shake as I stare at your completely empty chair. People tell me time will clear the smoke, that the space will fill with something new again. But right now it feels like a cruel joke to breathe around a shape that's made of pain. 'Cause there's a hollow way right in my chest, where your heavy head used to rest. It's a physical space, an empty room, a sudden frost in the middle of June. Every heartbeat echoes on the wall, nothing left to catch me when I fall. Just a hollow ache, a missing part, where you tore yourself right out of my heart. It's not just a feeling, it's a weight, a heavy nothingness that I can't move. I'm locked behind an unyielding gate, left with the ghost of a broken groove. I touch my skin, but I can't feel a thing. Just the hollow ring of everything we used to be. Right out of my heart. It's just an empty space now, a hollow ache. I built a fortress out of brick and stone, to keep the world out, to stay alone. But then you looked at me and read my mind, and left the heavy iron gates behind. I thought that I was safe inside your hands, but storms will come to wash away the sands. Now every brick is turning into dust. That's what I get for putting in my trust. And now I'm living behind paper walls, one little breath and the ceiling falls. You see right through me, every scar is clear. There is no shelter from the things I fear. I'm so exposed, I'm fragile in the dark, trying to protect a dying spark, with nothing left to guard me from the falls behind these paper walls. Shaking every fragile page, I feel like a bird inside an open cage, too scared to fly, too broken to defend. How did a beautiful thing reach this end? I try to hide the shiver in my spine, but you can read it in between the lines. You know exactly where to strike the blow, you know the secrets that I never show. And now I'm living behind paper walls, one little breath and the ceiling falls. You see right through me, every scar is clear. There is no shelter from the things I fear. I'm so exposed, I'm fragile in the dark, trying to protect a dying spark, with nothing left to guard me from the falls behind these paper walls. I wish that I was made of stronger stuff. I wish that loving you wasn't so rough, but I am see-through, tearing at the seams, a casualty of all our broken dreams. And now I'm living behind paper walls. One little breath and the ceiling falls. You see right through me, every scar is clear. There is no shelter from the things I fear. I'm so exposed, I'm fragile in the dark, trying to protect a dying spark, with nothing left to guard me from the falls. Just paper walls. So easily torn, screen is glowing in the dark at 3 a.m. I'm rereading every word you used to send. My thumb is hovering above the send design, writing out the things I should have kept inside. I hit the button and the little bubble flies into the ether where our dying promise lies. Delivered, but it never turns to read, just a ghost of what we used to be. Ooh, I'm calling out your name in the dark. Ooh, just a silent echo where we used to spark, shouting into emptiness, waiting on a sign. But the silence on the other line is yours, not mine. Yeah, the silence on the other line. The plucked guitar is matching up with my heartbeat. The green light by your name is mocking me. Are you typing? Are you staring at the screen? Or am I just a shadow in your memory? I watch the minutes turn to hours on the clock, another boundary that I shouldn't have unlocked. Delivered, still it never turns to read, just a ghost of what we used to be. Ooh, I'm calling out your name in the dark. Ooh, just a silent echo where we used to spark, shouting into emptiness, waiting on a sign. But the silence on the other line is yours, not mine. Yeah, the silence on the other line. It's a quiet kind of torture, looking at the gray, watching all the blue lines slowly fade away. If you hate me, let me know, just give me a word. 'Cause this unsaid goodbye is the loudest thing I've heard. Yes, the loudest thing I've heard. Ooh, I'm calling out your name in the dark, just a silent echo where we used to spark, shouting into emptiness, waiting on a sign. But the silence on the other line is yours, not mine. No reply, just the echo. Delivered, but you're gone. hallway and the floorboards creak. It's been a week since I heard you speak. The television's on, but the sound is down. Just trying to escape this ghost town. Your favorite coffee mug is on the shelf, and I'm just whispering to myself. Used to be music floating through the air. Now there's only dust on your favorite chair. In these silent rooms, the walls just stare. I reach for your body, but there's no one there. The quiet is heavy, it's a physical weight, suffocating love that we turn to hate. Yeah, the laughter died out, now the shadow looms. I'm lonely and trapped in these silent rooms. We used to argue, used to stay up late. Now the silence is a thing I hate. No slamming doors, no tears in the night, just a cold blank space in the fading light. I never knew a house could feel so wide, with all this emptiness locked inside. The kitchen counter where we used to dance is just a monument to a broken romance. In these silent rooms, the walls just stare. I reach for your body, but there's no one there. The quiet is heavy, it's a physical weight, suffocating love that we turn to hate. Yeah, the laughter died out, now the shadow looms. I'm lonely and trapped in these silent rooms. Speak to me, yeah, let me make some noise. Break the spell of these broken toys. Any sound at all to clear the air, 'cause this peace is more than I can bear. Oh, it's killing me slow. I reach for your body, but there's no one there. The quiet is heavy, it's a physical weight, suffocating love that we turn to hate. Yeah, the laughter died out, now the shadow looms. I'm lonely and trapped in the